Hey, what's going on, Pokemon trainers? You have Trainer Connor 100, and you're going to be watching a narrated Showdown battle video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Here we go. Alright, so today we are using the 3 starter Pokemon in Legend ZA. We have a defensive Meganium, Life Orb, Sheer Force Feraligatr, and a Choice Banded Emboar. Because this is National Dex, we can use Megas as well, so we have Mega Aerodactyl, who plays a key role in this match actually. Aegislash has the King's Shield set with Swords Dance Shadow Sneak, and then Garchomp is an offensive build with Devastating Drake as his Z-Power. Hopefully these Pokemon do well in this match, especially Meganium. We all know it's gonna get buffed in Legend ZA, but right now, it's kinda hard to use this starter Pokemon in competitive. Let's see how it does. My opponent here has Blaziken, Mega Pidgeot, Mamoswine, Bramblegast, Magneton, and Kingdra. That's a pretty solid team there. Obviously, Blaziken is a threat with his physical attacking power and speed boost ability. Mega Pidgeot can also be a threat, but my Mega Aerodactyl can just say, nope, I'm better than you. Everyone else are not too bad. Alright, let's begin the match. Thank you to my opponent for the challenge, of course. So I begin with Aerodactyl, and he begins with Mamoswine. I go for that Mega Evolution, I go for Protect, just to get the speed activated onto Aerodactyl here. Because Mega Aerodactyl kinda runs Train. He goes into Magneton to resist the Stone Edge, does a little bit of damage, and I go into Meganium here, expecting him to maybe go for a Flash Cannon or a Discharge, but I think he predicts this and goes into Mega Pidgeot. Now, Mega Pidgeot can be a threat, like I mentioned before, and he shows me Tailwind. That's a little unfortunate because that's going to make his Pokemon faster in some ways. Now, he goes for Discharge. As he goes back into Magneton, I have a Lumberry for it, which means I can go for a free Swords Dance and then get an attack off in the form of Shadow Sneak here. Because of the Eviolite that it's potentially holding, Magneton kinda takes it pretty well. And then Aegislash goes down. So I go into Emboar now, and this is a Choice Banded set, so I have to lock myself into one move, and this will be a KO easily for a Blitz. I do take recoil damage, and then Kingdra comes in. I really didn't want Kingdra to get a free Dragon Dance off if it wanted to go for it, so we just let Emboar go down right there. It's an interesting Kingdra because it's going for focus energy and the sniper ability. It's pretty common and competitive. So here we get to use Meganium. Obviously it's a defensive build with Leech, Sieg, Giga Drain, Toxic, and Protect. So we get to use all these moves on it, and it's going to work out in our favor. For a little bit anyway. Not all the time, but you know, until he switches out, which he does. Back into Mega Pidgeot, I really should have seen it coming, because it was obvious that he would go back into it. Garchomp comes in. This has the Dragon type Z-Power, so we're going to use it right here. Go for that Devastating Drake and KOs the Kingdra upon entry. He goes back into Mamoswine. I'm afraid of a Ice Shard or an Icicle Spear. I gotta keep him honest on that, so we let Garchomp go down. A little unfortunate, but that will allow me to go into my Life Orb Feraligatr. Go for that Waterfall. It does a lot of damage because of the Sheer Force ability. It's almost a 2-hit KO, which we'll take that for sure. He goes for Phantom Force, and I'm like, yeah, let's go for Protect. However, Protect fails, because I just forgot that Phantom Force does that. But that's okay. It's been a while. I don't think I've ever faced a Bramblegast before, so I wasn't sure what it can do. But we definitely see it there. So we go for Toxic, trying to poison the Bramblegast, but we poison the Mamoswine instead. That is okay. We go into Feraligatr, because I'm sure he's going to go for another Icicle Spear or Ice Shard, whatever he has. Feraligatr can take it quite easily. We go for Ice Punch. I was expecting the Pidgeot come back in. Because he's been doing that all battle, essentially. But he doesn't, so it's an over prediction. Or it could have been a Bramblegast, I'm not entirely sure. That's why I went for Ice Punch initially. And then he goes back into Pidgeot, so there's so many switch-ins. I swear, it's too much. And then he goes for that Hurricane. At that level of HP, I'm okay in having Feraligatr, go down. And this will allow me to use Mega Aerodactyl to its full potential here, mainly because remaining Pokemon that he has, Aerodactyl can easily wipe them out. So we go for Protect. I wanted to see if he has Ice Shard. He does, and then I decided to go for the double Protect on the off chance that I can land it, and then he can go down to the Poison. But that fails, and so I end up taking a attack from Mamoswine. This is where I was scared about Blaziken, because obviously it's a speed boost Blaziken. Basically outspeed everything. However, Mega Aerodactyl is still faster. We go for that Aerial Ace, we knock out Blaziken quite easily there, and that means that we can outspeed Mega Pidgeot, and that leaves with just Bramblegast. But at that point, my opponent forfeited, so yeah, that's okay. That was a great match. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I decided to do this battle because not only is ZA around the corner, but I wanted to see how effective a defensive Meganium can be. It's part of the thumbnail in this video, so I hope y'all enjoyed that. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content. I will be back with another Wi-Fi battle featuring Wu-Chan and Gunsworth. So look forward to that. I gotta finish working on it. So until then, I'll see you next time. Have a great day, trainers.